Good evening. I'm Kevin Christopher.
And I'm Nancy Cox. Thank you for joining us at 6.
We'll get to the big story in a second, but we want to begin tonight with breaking news here in Lexington.
It involves a two-car head-on crash on Newtown Pike. The wreck is between Stanton Way and Providence Place Parkway, which is out by the interstate. Newtown Pike has been shut down in both directions. Multiple ambulances have been called to the scene. We have a crew there right now, and we'll have an update on this breaking news tonight at 7 on Evening Edition.
Confusion over a plot of land in a Powell County cemetery has left a grieving son looking for answers.
Michael Burke explains the mix-up in tonight's LEX 18 Big Story at 6.
It wasn't bad enough that Brian Swango had to make funeral arrangements for his mother before Thanksgiving.
When we go up there to show them where to bury her, they'd already buried somebody there.
Ruby Swango apparently wrote this check back in 1992 to secure this plot of land next to her late husband, who had passed 3 years earlier. The check was made out to Nanny Fryer, at the time the land's owner.
The woman my mom bought the place off of passed away. Her children was fighting over the property, and the judge sold it, and they said that's how it got mixed up.
Patty Gordon resides over the Stanton Cemetery Association.
Mr. Swango has one lot available to him.
But it's the lot his father occupies. Patty is here simply maintaining these grounds. Her organization has nothing to do with the confusion or the 1992 sale, but she feels for Mr. Swango and tried to get him an answer.
I went to the clerk's office and I looked up deeds.
But that search came up empty, which actually is not uncommon.
And in this cemetery, a lot of people don't get deeds when they sell lots or buy a lot.
Seems as if that's exactly what happened to Mrs. Swango 26 years ago when she bought that spot alongside her husband.
That's where she wanted to be.
Covering the news in Powell County, Michael Burke, LEX 18 News.
Well, Brian ended up having to bury his mother in a different Powell County cemetery. We're told the plot in question was accidentally resold by the landowner's children 4 years after Mrs. Swango made the purchase. A video spreading on Facebook shows an employee at a Lexington McDonald's telling a woman to leave the restaurant because her 30 minutes to eat were up.
McDonald's officials say there's more to the story than what that video shows. But the man who recorded it all says the staff was unfairly targeting the woman. LEX 18's Carolina Buchek reports.
So would you like me to call the police and have you escorted out?
This now viral video has many people watching it upset. Josh Nunez, the man who recorded it, says it was even harder to watch in real life.
The bigger guy comes out with his hands in his pocket, very unprofessional, dirty looking, so on and so forth, comes out and tells her, well, your 30 minutes is up, it's time for you to go.
Nunez says he was heartbroken by the situation because it was very cold outside and he thought the woman was unfairly being targeted.
You could see the embarrassment on her face, just really not knowing what to do, where to go about it, not how to, defend herself.
McDonald's officials, on the other hand, say there's more to the story than this video shows. They say the woman had been there for hours. They say she slept in the lobby and even soiled herself. But Nunez says while he was there, he never saw anything like that. He says the woman was kind and even said hello to him before she sat down to drink her coffee.
When I was there for the whole hour that I was there, not one bit of this lady was nothing more than just respectful and a sweet old lady drinking a cup of coffee.
McDonald's officials stand by their employees' actions, though. In this statement, they say, quote, "We have reviewed the situation and have concluded our employees made the appropriate decision." Covering the news in Lexington, Carolina Buchek, LEX 18 News.
McDonald's officials say that woman has been banned from the Russell Cave location because she assaulted the staff both physically and verbally.
Sentencing for the 4 men convicted in connection to the death of Trinity Gay has been postponed until next month. The daughter of Olympian and Lexington native Tyson Gay was shot to death in Lexington in 2016. Last month, a jury recommended the minimum of 20 years for Chaz Taylor. His son DeMarcio was recommended for 15 months. Lamonte Williams got 25 years, and jurors recommended 15 years for Devontae Middlebrooks. The judge decided today, though, to take more time to go through the documents in the case. The new date has been scheduled for December 19th.
4 people accused of helping to hide an accused cop killer have been sentenced on what would have been the officer's birthday. East Kentucky Broadcasting reports Amanda Dodson, Gene Blackburn, Michael Sloan, and Gregory Sloan admitted helping John Hall escape police after the murder of Pikeville police officer Scotty Hamilton in March of 2018. Today, Dodson and the Sloans were sentenced to 4 years for hindering prosecution. They're accused of providing transportation and hiding Hall. Blackburn was sentenced to 2 years probation. Hall, the accused killer, was also in court for a pretrial hearing. His next court appearance is set for December 19.
It's horrifying to lose a loved one, but Kathy Faulkner lost 3 people, one of them her only child. All 3 victims were strangled over a year ago in Faulkner's Whitley County home. LEX 18's Lee Searcy spoke with her in the very home where it happened and shows us why this grieving mother thinks the case should have been solved by now.
The holidays used to be the happiest times for Kathy Faulkner. Now they're her saddest.
I still relive it every day.
In September of 2017, she returned to her Deep Branch Road home to find her daughter, Imogene Bittner, her grandson, Robert Kennedy, and son-in-law, Chris Bittner, murdered in one of the cruelest ways possible, all strangled.
I've seen her on the floor. I found her in there. She had a garbage bag, black tape around her neck.
Kathy believes she may have been the target, but wasn't home. She thinks her loved ones recognized one of the suspects, and that's why all 3 were killed.
From day one, we knew who they were.
Kathy says it's not about drugs or a debt, but about someone she believes she herself shamed, and that someone came back for revenge. She told me she gave the names of 3 men and a woman to the Whitley County Sheriff, but 14 months later,
but nothing has been done.
This broken mother hopes fresh eyes on the case will track down the monsters who took her family.
They need to pay for what they done, because they didn't deserve that. And to someone to be that cruel and evil, something needs to be done with them.
Covering the news in Whitley County, Lee Searcy, LEX 18 News.
They've been caught on camera. Now Lexington police hope you can help them identify 5 people wanted in connection with an organized theft case. Surveillance video from October 23rd shows 2 women and 3 men taking hundreds of dollars worth of merchandise from Vengeance in the Fayette Mall. According to police, a store employee confronted the 5 people in the mall parking lot. That employee told police one of the men had a handgun and drove off in a car with an out-of-state license plate. If you recognize any of those people, please give police a call.
We began our day still in an Arctic air mass. We're finishing our day in something a little bit less cold. So let's go ahead and take a look at the temperatures for you here. You're running now mid-40s across most of central Kentucky. 46 Lexington, 45 Mount Sterling and Moorhead, same in Jackson. A degree cooler in London where it's 44. Still the colder of the air sits up in northern Kentucky where Covington still comes in the mid-30s. But the warm air is going to win the battle for the moment. Max Track Live Doppler, nothing going on yet, but that will be changing. We go to our future track, 7 o'clock. Temperatures hanging in the low and mid-40s. We may drop a few degrees during the evening, but in the hours after midnight, there's a warm front coming north. As it does, rain will be on the increase. So are the temperatures. We should be in the middle to upper 40s by the midnight hour, and as we get you into tomorrow morning, could actually start the day off in the 50s. A little bit better than where we were this morning. As we continue through the day tomorrow, we'll plateau out in the mid-50s. That's above normal. Scattered showers are around, but the best coverage will be in the morning. We'll talk about what your weekend looks like, weather for in a couple minutes.
Thank you, Bill.
Workers at the Nelson County Humane Society say a kitten was brought to them after being found inside a trash bag in a dumpster.
LEX 18's Catherine Collins tells us how that kitten's doing now and what the shelter's doing to stop things like this from happening.
This kitten has been renamed St. Nicholas because his foster mom believes he'll bring a lot of joy to whoever adopts him. And now that he's been rescued, he has that chance.
It was a heartbreaking story to Sarah Bradford.
Our clinical director called and said she had a kitten for me if I wanted to take him, that he'd been found in a dumpster. And it took me about 2 seconds to say yes.
She says someone brought in this kitten after he was found in a trash bag at a local business with his siblings.
We would have all frozen to death if somebody hadn't found them.
The others have homes now, but this little guy still needs one. Now Bradford is fostering him. Thankfully, he's okay, but she wants to make sure this doesn't happen again.
And there's no reason to put any animal in a dumpster when you have a humane society who can take care of them.
The shelter even allows cat drop-offs when it's closed.
He's a lovable little soft kitten, just waiting for somebody to love him.
Bradford says she's sure he'll find that someone.
People have already called the Humane Society about adopting St. Nicholas, but of course there are lots of other cats available for adoption too. Covering the news in Nelson County from the LEX 18 Mobile Newsroom. Back to you.
An 11-year-old Frankfort girl decides she's going to make a difference when it comes to school bullying.
And she did it with words. The special letter she wrote to another child is coming up on LEX 18 News at 6.